So welcome guys, we've obviously been missing you all, and the bad news is unfortunately that we're not going to be back open this weekend. That is the site as a whole. The shop and the workshop will be open every Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday at 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. But the message from the forestry very much is site is closed. Other car parks are available in the Forest of Dean and they're opening gradually. Please check their website before travelling down. But from a mountain biking perspective, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. When we do get back to normal, we thought we'd give you a few kind of little pointers because it's not going to be normal service resumed. So we're going to take you through a few things you should consider before making your journey down and going out on your mountain bike. Firstly, just a little bit of a plea really from us. It's the first weekend we're going to have our shop and workshop back open, and there are only 10 spaces outside the front of the building here. So please, please, please don't park at the centre unless you come into the shop or workshop. Otherwise our customers won't be able to get here, and we won't be able to make any money. And after 9 weeks of being closed through some of the nicest weather we've had, it's really important for us to be able to get back up and running. Like I said, there are other sites available in the Forest of Dean. Go and check out the forestry website and that will tell you what's open. A couple of things to consider, okay? Firstly, there isn't any water on site. So if you are coming down, and when we are able to be able to welcome mountain bikers back, make sure you've got your Camelback fully topped up before you come down to site, okay? Otherwise you're going to get very thirsty out on those trails. Second thing, it's going to be really worthwhile taking a few essentials with you. Again, you're going to be on your own in those woods, you're going to need to look after yourself, so think about bringing some basic tools, and really quite importantly, so we don't put additional strain on the NHS at this time, pack a mini first aid kit, okay? So no one plans to go mountain biking and fall off their bike and have an accident, but one of the main differences now is that it's going to be much harder to summon help. You're going to have to be a lot more self-reliant, and ultimately the emergency response might be a lot slower to be able to get to you. Forestry have done some really good information boards that are around the site, okay? Tell you what to do in event of an accident, and they tell you where the nearest A&E facilities are as well. One thing to consider, and this isn't really widely known, that if you're more than 50 meters from a fire road or where an ambulance can access, you actually need to phone up and ask for the police rather than the ambulance. You need to be able to give them a grid reference of where you are on site, and they will then coordinate the emergency response to be able to come and help you. That may well involve here locally the SARS team, the 7 Area Rescue Team, effectively like mountain rescue, who will be able to get you to a point where an ambulance can be able to safely take you off site. Fingers crossed it doesn't come to that, but ultimately you're going to need to know where you are. So one of the really useful apps is called GPOS, and what that will do is give you a 6-figure grid reference of where you are located. You can then share that with the emergency services, and if you haven't already done, you can actually just text that to 999 if you've registered with the service. So to do that, you text register to 999, you'll get a response back, and then you know that you're able to just text them a location and it'll activate an emergency response. Really useful when there's not very good mobile signal in somewhere like here. Other apps worth considering that work really well. Obviously a lot of people have talked about what 3 words over the last 12 months. That will give you 3 words that allow you to pinpoint a location. And again, you can just use the OS map one. Really good app. I think it costs you about £20 a year. You get access to all the mapping software, and it will give you an exact location of where you are on an OS map. So for all of those, really useful. Loads more out there to be able to consider as well. Just get something that you can use and allows you to be able to know where you are in the forest in the case of an emergency. So most importantly guys, obviously ride well within your limits. You probably shouldn't be riding 3-dot downhill trails over the coming weeks. Take it easy, have fun, stay safe, and let's most importantly maintain that social distancing, riding with only one person outside of your household. All right, see you soon, take care.